Hi Scorpio, welcome to your December 2023 tarot reading. I'm Kate Smith-Kors. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for you. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. The first message that I want to talk about is kind of the overall energy, something that you all collectively might be experiencing continuously throughout the month of December, or something that you might need to remind yourself of consistently. And this is coming through with Lord Shiva, and the message is transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. So this is about being flexible. I love how there's a snake on this card. Snakes are symbols of transformation, shedding old skin. So, this is really a time where you are going through some big changes, it feels like. Allowing yourself to be flexible through the process of this. And so it says, Lord Shiva is with you right now to awaken your sense of connection to life itself. You are moving through a deep transition, and things will be clearer from this point. You will know exactly what you need to do and where you need to be. This is a powerful time as you will transcend the limitations that others have set for you. It is a time of innovation, ideas, stargazing, soul traveling, and soul revealing. Shiva, the Lord of the dance, is here with his sacred sound of Om to lead the way. So you could feel a strong connection to the word, or the sound, I should say, Om. It might be something to repeat to yourself throughout the month to get yourself re-centered. Big transition energy here. To give some more overarching themes that you might be experiencing this month, we have some tarot cards, the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. The Eight of Cups is a card of walking away from something, right? So this transformation could be walking away from what is no longer serving you. You have 8 beautiful cups here, but you're in search of something else, right? And the Eight of Cups character is usually moving in the night. There's something about maybe a little bit of shame or guilt that might surface with this. And it's because you don't want to seem ungrateful, right? You have a lot of blessings in your life. You have a lot of good things, right? You have a lot to celebrate. Four of Wands is a card of celebration. So you don't want to come across as ungrateful, but there is something missing. There is a change, a transition, something happening within your life where you're searching for something. There's something more coming in. And whatever this is, this could be a union, a divine partnership. This could be a life worth celebrating, bringing joy. This could be searching for solid foundations, something like that. When I think of the number 4, I think there's 4 legs on tables and chairs. This is something that feels solid, stable. And the Four of Wands can be a card of marriage. So maybe you're attending a marriage, or maybe there's an anniversary or something like that coming up this month. But I do get union energy from this. So either two parts of your life coming together, or 2 people coming together. So we'll see. Hopefully some of the other cards that come out will help us understand this a little bit more, unless you already know what this is talking about. If you do, then that's great. So let's pull some more tarot cards. Let's dive a little bit further into this. I'm going to go in the categories health, wealth, and love. So let's first do health. 10 of Wands. You need to be careful of how much you are committing to. So this is about loosening the load. Assigning tasks to other people so that the burden isn't fully on your shoulders. It's okay to ask for help. And the top of this card says burden, responsibility, duty, stress, obligation, burnout, and struggles. So you could be reaching a place of burnout if you don't allow other people to help you through this process, because it does seem like there's a big change, a big transition coming in. And if you're receiving some type of like big divine download, maybe it's an energetic thing, it can take a toll on our physical body. So I almost feel like this is a state of verging on exhaustion, okay? And then the Moon card is something being revealed to you. So there could be something about your health that wasn't quite clear before, but now it is, like, oh, this is the root problem. Oh, this is why I was feeling a little bit off. It's because I have bronchitis now when I was feeling a little bit of like that tickle in my lungs and throat or whatever. So that's just an example. But the Moon card says illusion, intuition, uncertainty, confusion, complexity, secrets, unconsciousness. So as far as your health goes, the Moon card coming out might be that whatever this health thing is might come in cycles. It might come in waves. And you might notice this happening when you're feeling very stressed. Okay, so stress could be triggering this health issue for you. So really trying to, if you can, allow other people to take some of these burdens, delegate some tasks to other people, and it will help your mental, emotional, physical health, and maybe your spiritual health as well, because maybe you've been so burdened by the day-to-day stuff that you haven't taken your spiritual health seriously, and that's something else that you should be focusing on. So now let's do love. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. That's a beautiful card. This is happiness and joy. So the top of the card says happiness, homecoming, fulfillment, emotional stability, security, domestic harmony. And I love how this card has the rainbow on it. Some of you might be finding a partner, especially if you are gay or bi or something like that, where, you know, there's that pride moment that comes in, right? So this is about finding somebody or a connection, whether it's friends or family. This is about community connections too. So you could be really connecting with the community in some capacity, where you're feeling a lot of love and gratitude from them. And you, by you serving this community, it's filling up your cup too. So you could be doing some type of like volunteer work or acts of service for maybe a homeless shelter or something within your community, and it's really good for you. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. This is a card of legacy. I think the Spirit is asking you, if you have the ability to, don't forget your family. Like if you've been so busy with work or in other areas, it's like, don't forget about the family aspect too. And it could be your chosen family, doesn't necessarily have to be your lineage, but the Ten of Pentacles is a card of legacy. And it says legacy, roots, family, ancestry, inheritance, windfall, foundations, privilege, affluence, stability, and tradition. Sorry, I'm trying to focus my eyes to read those. I love this deck. I love the imagery. And I do like having the words at the top, because sometimes it's nice to just give a little bit of that nudge of, here's some additional words that might resonate for people better than the ones that I've chosen. Or maybe there's a meaning beyond what I'm talking about that might make sense for somebody. So I like having the words there, but they are very small. Okay, and with the Two of Pentacles, this is about balance. You're getting back into balance. It says balancing resources, adaptation, resourcefulness, flexibility, stretching resources. Some of you might end up, I feel like either you are going to be asking a family member to borrow money, or they're going to be asking you to borrow money. It's like, I feel like that's going to resonate for some of you. Or a family member might be asking you to do a lot of things for them. Oh, can you pick up this grocery order? Can you let the dogs out for me while I'm away? Can you do this or that? And it's like these little things, yes, they are little things, but they build up so that it takes away, honestly, from the time that you could be using to take care of your own stuff that you have to. So don't wear yourself too thin, okay? And we have the Sun card. I love this energy. There could be a baby in your life, but it doesn't necessarily have to mean that. Just the Sun card always has a baby on it, or a toddler, or some little kid. And it's because it's that energy of your needs are going to be met, okay? And the Sun card is about finding happiness, finding joy, success, optimism, vitality, confidence, and truth. This is a beautiful card, and I love the unicorn on it. So that you could be entering a time where it feels very magical. I also see some of you either wanting to go tanning, or like, I miss the sun if you are in the winter season. If you're in, you know, the United States, you could be missing the sun a little bit. But as far as love goes, like, this is a really good sign. Between the Ten of Cups and the Sun card, I feel like this is about you I feel like part of this is self-love, but it's also about connecting with the people who make you feel loved. And it's about reciprocity here too, right? It's about giving and receiving, keeping things in balance. If you're constantly giving, and you're not getting anything in return, it's exhausting, right? It's exhausting. And then with the Ten of Pentacles too, there could be something genetic, something that runs within the family. I know that this is on love, but there could be something that runs in the family too that's popping up due to stress-related stuff. I mean, it could be literally anything. I'm not even going to get into it, but just something to consider. Just keep an eye out. And then the Seven of Pentacles is about growth. It's slow growth, but I feel like there's a relationship in your life that's building and blossoming, and that feels really good. It says harvest, rewards, results, growth, progress, perseverance, patience, and planning. I feel like if there's been a relationship that's been moving a little bit slow, or you're working on building a relationship with somebody, reworking a relationship is what I'm hearing. It's like you planted the seeds, you let the garden grow, but then there was a bunch of weeds in it, right? So now you're weeding your garden. Okay, you started a relationship, you were learning about each other, you guys were growing, but then there were some arguments, there was some tension, there were some things that popped up, the weeds, right? And now you're healing from it. You're pulling those out. You're like, you know what, we're ready to move past that. We're not going to let those things hold us down. We're ready to blossom and grow and bloom. And so I think that this is really a card of forward movement, and also reaping the rewards of the work that you've done, the personal growth that you've done. When you've been working on yourself, it also leads to better relationships when it comes to friends or partners, anybody else in your life, okay? So we did health and love, and now let's pull some cards on wealth. But I'm going to use this other deck. Actually, no, they're telling me to use this one. When I say they, I'm referring to my spirit guides. Okay, so wealth. It's probably because so many cards were used. Seven of Pentacles is coming out again. These two are the same card, just in a different deck. So this is probably why they wanted me to use a different deck here, is because they wanted you to be able to see that this is an important message. This is about slow and steady growth. I love how it looks like he's giving this plant Reiki. He's sending the plant energy. I really love that image. But the Seven of Pentacles, again, this is talking about the harvest, about your hard work finally paying off. And it's about having patience. So there could be something that feels a little bit challenging with your work that is requiring your patience. And the Fool card, some of you could be starting a new job. This piece of amethyst is really standing out, maybe working with some amethyst. If you're looking to start, manifesting more abundance or something like that, amethyst can help on all levels of healing, and it can help you with your intuition, clarity, getting a clear mind, intention setting, and that all in turn can help with manifestation. This flower, I don't know, it's not really the flower of life. I can't remember what that symbol is down there. Sacred geometry, setting up a crystal grid might actually help you to set certain intentions with your energy, and abundance, wealth, all of that. Let's see what else is coming through for you. Okay, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. It feels like you're coming out of a time of rest. So I don't know if you're in a transition between jobs, or if you're in a transition between maybe you were at one pay grade and now you're leveling up. But I feel like self-care was recently important for you. And if it wasn't recently, it's like this is going to become very important. You making sure that you're taking care of yourself, because there's a possibility, if this hasn't already happened, for this job to require a lot of your energy. And we have the Justice card, which is in reverse. At least that's how I'm pulling it out. The Justice card is number 11. So we've seen lots of ones in this reading so far. The Justice card to me is a card of truth, honesty. I feel like there's something that you have been lying to yourself about, whether it was your happiness, and that could be part of why the Eight of Cups has shown up. Like, it's time to get honest with yourself about what it is that you really want, what is really going to fill up your cup, what's going to make you feel fulfilled. Okay, only you know the answer to that. So it could be like, even in taking this new job, you're still not going to be happy if you're not doing something that is actually going to bring you joy, if you're going to feel like you are fulfilling your life's purpose. So I almost feel like some of you are going to be going into this, your spiritual awakening process of either the dark night of the soul or the void. It's like you're in between, you're in this transition period. So yeah, either like the dark night of the soul or the void is part of what I'm hearing. And this bird, it's like a nest, but it's actually creating like this vortex feel, okay? And when you are in the void, or even in the dark night of the soul, it's really a time of rest, especially the void. Not so much the dark night of the soul, because the dark night is really for like purging, cleansing, deep cleansing. But you might have recently done that, and now you're coming out of it and you're like, I need to gather my strength because I'm about to be starting this new cycle, this new beginning, this change, and things are going to start feeling better. They're going to start feeling more grounded, right? After we go through the dark night of the soul and the void, then we can come out and we start to feel more grounded, right? Okay, so hopefully these messages are resonating. I've also pulled a couple more cards for you, and these are from the Rebel deck, so there is swearing in it. It says, make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. This is literally my favorite card in this deck. Absolutely. This is about accountability. If you're unhappy with where you are in your life, stop making the same choices over and over again. The Justice card can be about karma or karmic lessons. It can be about learning an important soul lesson. Like, maybe it's saying that you haven't done that yet, but you're going to be, okay? And it's about taking accountability for the choices that you're making. And then we also have stop obsessing. You are not the fucking center of the universe. So I feel like there's either somebody or something that you've been thinking about nonstop, and Spirit's like, you've got to stop thinking about them. You got to stop obsessing over the situation. It is what it is. If you want things to be different, make them different. You have more power than you realize, right? It's you, Scorpio, you have such a powerful energy. So do good with that. If you want to change your life, start making the choices to see that, okay? So to finish up the reading, I actually have two more oracle cards that I had pulled. They had come out in the beginning of the reading, and I haven't talked about them yet. But we have Kali Ma and Lord Ganesh. facing fear, and infinite abundance. Absolutely. So like I said, I think some of you are working on manifesting money, manifesting abundance. If it's not money you're looking for, then maybe it's time off of work. Maybe it's a loving relationship, an abundance of love and feeling loved, whatever it means for you, okay? And then facing fear. It takes a lot of courage to go through this 8 of Cups process where you're walking away from something that has a lot of potential. You're walking away from, these 8 cups. So it takes a lot of courage to be able to do that, to walk away from something that maybe you've invested so much time and energy into, but you're like, you know what, this isn't where I'm at anymore. So it's about being truthful. And actually, I opened right up to the page for Kali Ma, so that's absolutely, this is an important message that Spirit wants you to hear. This is a time when you are able to look fear in the eye and move away from it. Fear is just energy, and energy can be changed. This can be an intense experience because the human self is so conditioned that it may be used to operating with fear present. When the fear is gone, it may feel as though an emptiness is there, but this is space for love and miracles to enter. You are being filled with the courage of Spirit now so that you can move from this phase of your life to the next. Trust the process and call on Kali Ma to help you release your fear and step into a space that's strong, focused, and courageous. Wow, I love that message, and actually went over a lot of stuff that we've already talked about. So just some validation for you there. And then we have Lord Ganesh. This says, obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So if things feel like maybe they've been shook up a little bit lately, it's because you're making room for new things to come in. It's important at this time to move beyond the limitations of it's not meant to be and focus on, if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely. Ganesh is not only bringing a clear light to your external situation, but also helping you clear up any inner conflicts. When obstacles arise, know that they are just reminders that you care about your path and that you have the ability to change your current situation. Absolutely. This card right there, you have the ability to change your situation. It's just about the choices you make, right? Ganesh is here to help you. Thank him for clearing the way. To increase your connection to him, you may want to chant in Sanskrit. Oh gosh, I cannot say this. So if you want to like pause the video and write that down and attempt to say that, go ahead. All right. So maybe chanting something like that, come up with some type of mantra to help you understand that, like, I love the part in this where it says, if this is for my highest good, then the universe will take me there safely. There's, with the 8 of Cups, she's traveling in the night. The night is seen as a time where it's maybe not as safe during the day because you can't see the full way. You can't see where you're going necessarily. You're only lit by the light of the moon, by the light of your intuition, right? And the light of the divine, the stars up in the sky. And so you're saying this prayer, you're asking for assistance that, if this path that I'm walking is for my highest good, I pray that you will take me there safely. So I love this message for you. I hope it resonates. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can book on crystallizewithkate.com. Otherwise, I hope you have a beautiful month of December, and I will see you in another video.